Ingrid Foreman. Today, we're looking at marketing, the psychology of why people choose one thing over another. We're talking about marketing your brand, marketing your product, and most importantly, marketing yourself. Our goals are to build a brand from scratch, understand how to promote it, pitch it to another group, and then apply those same concepts to making your personal brand stand out. First, it's time to pick your brand. You each have two cards on your table, the product card and the twist card. Grab those and write them down on your pitch plan handout, please. That twist is the most important part. The twist is your niche. It's the one thing that makes you different from everyone else in the room who might be selling the exact same thing. In a room full of competitors, a pair of sneakers won't stand out. But if they're made specifically for professional dog walkers, you'll have a monopoly on that niche. Brand identity is another incredibly important part of marketing. And it all boils down to one question. Who is your brand? Think about your purpose. Why do you bother showing up? Your values. What are you not willing to compromise on? And your personality. Personality is key. In marketing, we call this the brand voice. If you're inconsistent, cool one day, boring the next, people stop trusting the brand. If your brand was a person, would they be the cool aunt or the serious boss? This vibe dictates how you talk to your customers. You'll have 2 minutes to brainstorm your brand persona. If your brand was a person, how would they walk into a room? I'll be walking around answering any questions you might have. Fill out the brand identity section of your pitch plan as a team. And during this time, they'll be filling out the brand identity section of the pitch plan that I've created. And I will be walking around answering any questions that I might have and helping to clarify things. Another core tenet of marketing is the 4 Ps. They're the blueprint for any launch. Product. What's a feature that your product that the generic version just doesn't have? Price. Price is a signal. A high price says premium or exclusive. A low price says accessible or for everyone. You have to choose. Place. Where is your ideal customer? You don't want to go where most people are. You want to go where your people are. And finally, promotion. This is your narrative. How do you get people to stop scrolling and look at you? You have 2 minutes to map out the 4 Ps of your plan as a team. Make your game plan. Who are you talking to and where are they? Go. And again, during this time, they'll be filling out the next section of their pitch plan handout as a team, and I will be walking around, answering any questions, making sure everyone understands the activity. Oh no! Marketing can come with a lot of setbacks. You all have a crisis card on your table. Well, grab that real quick. The secret here is about the pivot. You can't change whatever silly and unfortunate thing has happened. You have to market your way out of it. If your product is late, market it as worth the wait. If it has a typo, call it a limited edition collector's error. Control the conversation before someone else does it for you. You have 2 minutes. Figure out how to spin this crisis into a win and an advantage. Go. And during this time, they'll be filling out the next brainstorming section on their pitch plan. And I will be once more walking around, making sure everyone understands the activity and answering any questions. Let's get ready to pitch. First of all, your pitch needs a good hook. You have about 15 seconds before someone tunes you out. Don't start with hello. Start with a question or a shocking stat to reel the audience in. Problem and solution. If there is no problem, there's no reason to buy your product. Show why the world is currently lacking in what you have, and why it's worse off without your idea. And finally, presentation. In marketing, we often buy the presenter before we buy the project. Stand tall, speak clearly, and scan the room. If you look confident, your brand looks reliable. Now it's time for us to pitch. I want you all to partner up with another team. You'll each have 1 minute to pitch your brand to each other. At the end, you'll give the other team's feedback and decide if you would invest in their brand in an almost Shark Tank style way. Once everyone's partnered up, I'll start the timer. And during this time, I'm just going to be walking around, making sure everyone understands, listening to the pitches, and asking clarifying questions. Answering clarifying questions. We just discussed, made, and marketed a kind of silly brand. Now it's time to flip the script. In the professional world, you are the product. Whether you realize it or not, you already have a brand. It's your professional reputation. Just like our brands today, your personal brand is how people describe you when you aren't in the room to defend yourself. It's built on your work ethic, your attitude, and how you handle a mistake. Are you leaving your brand to chance, or are you taking an active role in shaping how people view you? Look at this self-marketing reflection on your handout. Marketing requires radical honesty. I'm going to give you guys 3 minutes to fill out the 3-word section. In the 3-word section, you'll write down 3 words people would actually use to describe you. Be honest, this is for you, not for me. Then write down 3 words you'd want them to use. If those 2 lists don't match, you might have a marketing problem. We'll also fill out the professional pitch section. Using the fill in the blanks section, draft an intro. If you really think about it, your passion is like the twist we just marketed with our silly brands. What you want to be known for is your mission, and how you help others succeed is your solution. Go ahead and fill out that intro, the 3-word handout, and the final reflection question at the bottom. And during this time, they'll be filling out the final reflection section at the bottom about what we've just discussed. I will be going around making sure everyone understands, and they will each have their own pitch plan handout. They'll fill it out as a team, but I want them to each have their own so that they can fill out their own reflection section at the end. Now that we've filled out that section, discuss as a table group. How are you going to curate your brand so that a judge or future employer sees the person that you actually want to be? After all, your brand is a story that you tell the world every day. Make sure it's a story you're proud of. Thank you.